Hi foodies, this is Jenny here from Jenny's Walk, and today foodies I want to make a lovely recipe for you. Today I'll be using this vegetable. How many of you know this vegetable? This is Gingie or Chinese okra, and I'm going to make this with some lovely shrimp. I'm going to be adding some spinach to this, and here I'm going to be using a curry which is called panch puran. Panch Puran is 5 spices. It's 5 mixed spices, just like Chinese have Chinese 5 spice. This is Indian 5 spice. And the 5 spices we have in here, let me tell you right now, you could either parch it and powder it, or you could powder it and then fry it. So I'm taking a look here to see what we have in here for the 5. We have mustard seed, cumin seed, fennel Greek or methi, and black nigella. So that is the 5 spice that we have in here, right in the bottom there. You could make this yourself at home, and it's all in equal quantity. So if you want to parch it, you use 1 tablespoon of each or half a tablespoon of each. That is the ratio to make the panch puran. My ginger garlic paste and my ginger garlic paste. This is what the panch puran look like. I only powder it just like that from the package, so I'm going to fry this dry, or you could parch it and then powder it. This is great. You could always sprinkle it on any vegetable that you cook or any meats and whatever. And here I have my 1 shallot and my green chili. So let's get started. So foodies, this is how you will clean. You just take that aloo peeler, potato peeler, vegetable peeler, whatever you know it as, and you're just going to scrape it just like so. Now this is a good roughage over here. I know my Indian friends, they make a little chutney, as you would say, with the skin. I did try it. It's really nice. So you don't have to take all of them out. Just leave a little bit for roughage. It's good. It's healthy. And then we're going to slice it up. Okay, foodies, so here in my clay pot, I have half a teaspoonful of oil, and I have my shrimp lightly seasoned. Not too much of heavy seasoning going on in there. So first what I want to do, I just want to give each side of this shrimp like about 1.5 minutes. So let's take a look now. Right, that looks marvelous. You see the color is starting to change. So that is all done. So now I have my ginger garlic, my shallots, and my chilies. I'm going to add that in there. And I'm going to let this cook for a good 4 minutes. Wow, the kitchen smells great already, my dear foodies. Let me get this focus into my pot. So here, I forgot to mention my fresh curry leaves. So I dice my curry leaf up, and this is how I want to add it in. So in goes that curry leaf. The kitchen smells great. So now, foodies, I want to add 1 tablespoonful of that panch puran. And I'm going to eyeball 1/4 teaspoonful of that turmeric or haldi and my red chili pepper. I'm going to add a tablespoonful. So this, I'm going to give it a good mix and let it fry, because remember, we didn't parch. As I said to you, I didn't parch. So now we're going to add a little more oil or ghee, whatever you have. And let's fry our panch puran. So the kitchen smells divine, my dear foodies, and it's already fried up nicely. So I want to add 1 tablespoonful of hot water, because that's my clay pot. You don't want your clay pot to pop, so you add the same temperature back in there and let this cook for like 30 seconds and get to a nice paste. So this smells really nice now, my dear foodies. So here I have fish tastemaker. I'm going to add a half, and we will add the salt as we go along, because you know how these things are so packed with salt. So I'll let this melt up while this paste is coming together. We're looking for just oil at the top. So this is on very low heat with that 1 tablespoonful of water. So we just want to get all that salts mixed up in there, and we only want to see that bubble of oil. And I think we acquired that already. So now in goes our gingie or Chinese okra. I'm going to raise the heat up now a little bit, and I'm going to mix this in. Now we're going to be adding a little bit of water also to this. Now if you wish to add coconut milk, you could go ahead. That's a great idea there too. So this looks mixed in really nicely. So now I'm going to add 1/4 cup of water in there. So let's leave this now. I'm going to put the lid on and let this come up to a simmer. Yes, let's take a look and see. So there we go, a nice little bubble going on there. Let me try this for the salt and see how that tastes. This is fine. This doesn't need any more salt. So my dear foodies, now we're going to add our spinach. Now you could cut your spinach, give it a rough chop, or you could just drop them in there. You know they're all going to wither down really nicely. So this is not going to take any amount of time. This is like almost done. This is done. And I cut my shrimp in pieces and bite-sized pieces, so you could add that in there now. And let's just put the lid back on. Ooh. There we go. So you do not want to leave your shrimp too long because you want your shrimp to be nice and popping, not rubbery. So guess what? This is all done. So you're going to turn the heat off. And now let's do a lovely plating. Delightful, quick and easy recipe here from Jenny's Walk. Shrimp with steam, spinach, and that gingie. Lovely dish from Jenny's Kitchen, Jenny's Walk. Don't forget to like and share with your friends and family and join in. Foodies, the kitchen smells divine. And let's just pour this into our vessel. Look at that goodness. You could enjoy this with rice. You could enjoy this with roti, paratha roti, chapati roti. Anything you wish. You could even have this with dumpling, cassava. So many ideas. Lovely dish here.